What is going on, guys? We are back with another DSP video, and my god, Canadian Kirk has been banned again. Ed Sheeran has been banned. He came back as He Hate Me, which is an XFL reference, got banned. And then he kept trying to tip DSP to say that he was banned, his mod was lying about him. And DSP tried to address this on his pre-stream and said, I'm not gonna ban you. Don't worry, just make a new account. Make a new sock account. Then was talking about how Canadian Kirk can't be saying the things he's saying. Now Phil, in the past, you've banned people on site for saying racist stuff the very first time they say it in chat. On your pre-stream slides, it has your rules on there, and one of them says no racism. However, DSP says he's not gonna ban Kirk because he tips him. That is right. You can be as racist as you want as long as you give Phil money. So we start off with Poem's Future. Canadian Kirk getting the talking to, but still being allowed to tip and be around. If this was anyone else, they would have been gone over a year ago. Instead, DSP let this person stick around, ignoring him because he sent him money. You created this monster, Phil, and we have a video here.
So I'm just gonna leave it at this, all right? To Kirk or He Hate Me or whatever name he's being called today, if you want to contribute and talk positively about the content that's going on the stream, you're welcome. If you're gonna sit here and you're gonna complain about moderators, you're gonna complain about you can't say what you want to say in the chat, you're gonna complain, you're gonna complain, you're gonna complain, I'm just gonna ignore you. Okay? That's that simple. There's a difference between, I'm not gonna derail my whole streams talking about this all day long, every day. We've had the conversation now multiple times. I've had enough. I don't want to sit here every day talking about this, right? I think you know the deal. You gotta abide by the rules like everyone else, all right? Just because you're tipping doesn't mean that I'm gonna derail my entire stream around this shit. I'm not, okay? So again, you want to contribute and talk about the game, be positive, be a part of the community. That's great. You're welcome. But I'm not gonna have you come in here and derail the stream 2 days in a row. This is now two podcasts, right? That's enough. I'm putting my foot down now. I can't be having this every fucking day. Okay? Okay. Alright. So, I think that's good. Have we covered everything? I feel like we've covered all the topics. Right? Yes, Michael says, you're not ignoring him, you're talking. Yeah, because he keeps tipping me. I'm not even kidding. He sent like 3 more dollar tips, and each one is about, I don't like this moderator, and this and that, and I'm not going to talk about it. That's what I mean. Like, I'm not going to talk about this shit. It's a waste of my time. Okay?
So at this time, the chat was revolted against him. They hate Kirk almost as much as they hate DERICH. And I believe it was Eternal Napalm that banned him, and someone asked him in chat, why did you ban him? And he straight out said, racism. And DSP here was talking about his sock accounts and this and that. So DSP knows when you have a sock account. Of course, we know that from OIC. And the funny thing about this one is, you know why he won't ban Kirk? It's because outside of OIC, Kirk is the biggest whale out there, which is sad. If someone tips him and they say, oh, have you ever tried this? Have you ever done this? That's Kirk under his sock account. If anyone ever says, oh, I'm a longtime fan since like 2000, that's OIC. Or if someone says, oh, I found your playthrough from here and I've been a fan ever since, that's OIC. If you see racist comments in the chat, that's Kirk. Because if you think about it, outside of those two, you have Haseo, who's not constant. You got Jax, who's the fighting game guy. You've got Grim Ripper, who comes by every 3 months or so. And then you also have Timbo, who occasionally does stuff around, but he's not consistent. If there's ever a corny joke, if there's ever a Howard Stern reference or a WWE reference, it's Timbo. The really funny part about this is right after this rant about Kirk tipped Phil under a new sock account, and they acted like nothing's going on, and we all knew it was Kirk. And the message that he said, he was talking about how people hate him in chat and people shouldn't be so thin-skinned, but then played it off where he was calling Phil thick-skinned and he wants to be like him. So we got some reactions here. Poem's Future, your legitimate viewers told you over a year ago this guy was being allowed to break the rules and you ignored them. You only addressed the issue at all because YouTube finally shadow banned the guy's account for being the way he was, And do you know what you did instead of trying to correct the problem and get him out of your chat for good? You told him to keep making accounts. Then we got the Crow. The only way someone like that gets banned is if they somehow wound Phil's ego. And then they're gone. And he frames it like he did it because of offensive things they said. Yeah, remember, he called King be cruel, King be bitch, told him to eat shit out of his ass. All because he said it's cringy how you compare your life story to the game story. We got the model gamer. Hey YouTube, Team YouTube. DSP is talking to a person who YouTube banned for racist comments that he encouraged to repeatedly engage in ban evasion. There's proof of this. And does nothing because this person pays him money. What's the stance of YouTube on something like this? We got Boba. DSP is not going to derail his stream and is just going to get rid of you. Except, of course, he spent like half an hour talking about this and still accepts money and reads the message. We got A. Dumbass Phil exposed Kirk's whole sock operation. Love it, LOL. Then we got a picture of some Nazis. We got George. Remember, he is not like other streamers. They would have banned them regardless of support. We got, man, that Kirk guy is on thin ice. A couple dozen more tips like that and maybe Phil will stop ignoring him. Should have just banned the dude and his sex pest, but no. He'll keep them around. He went on an almost 10-minute rant about how he wouldn't moderate racism in chat and told people to just ignore it. If you criticize Phil, results in a ban. Breaking YouTube rules gives you a stern reprimand. If he knows he can and will get money from you, you can be the worst kind of person and Phil will still have you around. We got Rumbler. Claiming to a Velcro wallet, laugh my ass off. He hates these freaks in chat, but needs them. So this one's from Nina. So DSP is once again reinforcing that making racially charged comments and opinions is okay. Since it's not targeting a specific person, and he's not particularly bothered by it, apparently it's not his job to do anything about it if you have a problem with it. He loves to name drop someone when he wants to humiliate them, is personally annoyed or offended by them, but wants to give a weird speech and detach himself from the situation and be super vague and not even name Canadian Kirk. What the hell, LOL. We have Gout. We spent 10 minutes telling chat to get along with each other. He really doesn't want to lose Kirk no matter how much his chat wants the guy gone. Money over his community. And we have this, in an otter place. Canadian Kirk gets a warning from DSP. Notice Phil doesn't say he'll ban him, but mentions tipping and contributing as a separate thing from chatting. Again, you can say what you want as long as you give Phil money. He'll just ignore the racist comments from now on. And we have this one from Super Crazy. All this Dent Boxer, which is one of his earliest sock names. Shit is making me laugh. If a mod is constantly banning him, you can guarantee that Phil is given the okay in the mod Discord. He might not be outright saying ban him, but nothing goes on without a pay pig unless Phil says so. Thanks for the money, dummy. And we got Kinda Sav. It's so that the mod doing the ban can be the scapegoat and not him. We got Todd. It's a win-win for Phil, LOL. His dents believe he's looking out for them, and Phil gets guaranteed tips to unban, LOL. And we have Killjucker. He's just on his Burnt Zabato account now. So if there's any updates to this, I will let you guys know, so don't forget to hit subscribe, click like, share the video, leave a comment below, and as always, I love each and every one of you. Hope you're all safe, healthy, and happy. Peace and love.